What kind of stuff is the adidas Ubersonic 2 really made of? Let's find out. Hey everybody, it's Zach, Tennis Pro Doc, helping you improve your game with science. Now, if you remember back to the play test, the adidas Ubersonic 2, you'll remember I was actually pretty surprised at how much I liked these shoes. I was really ready to not like them, given that they had the slipper tongue, real elastic upper, kind of minimalist design on the outsole. But I was really impressed with how they played, and I'm really excited to get into this teardown tonight to see what is under the hood. So starting with the uppers, I am really impressed with how they designed the shoelace eyelets, especially on the medial side. You've got these two eyelets side by side, they're axial, so the laces really do grab a lot of the arch. Now, if you remember from the play test, I said I didn't really like these outrigger shoelaces because they don't give enough even tension on the shoe. However, if you look during the teardown, when we take them apart, you actually do have little straps here that do go into the midsole. So when you do tie these, you do get a little more even tension than say something like the Nike Vapor Cage 4s. So even though they are kind of outrigger and I don't like that, the fact that they put these straps going all the way down into the midsole is a big plus, and that actually does help your shoelace tension. The first thing I noticed when slicing through the uppers of the shoe is this black lining coming through the tongue. Now that's like a neoprene type material. Now what's nice about that is it does give you an elastic type entry into the shoe, but it does maintain structure and a little more of a vacuum. And I think that's why during the play test, I felt a little more secure than I thought I was going to, because there was that little neoprene layer under there kind of harnessing my foot, not just letting my foot move back and forth like some slipper tongues do. Now the next thing I noticed about the upper was it's 3 layers. This is a more minimalist shoe. It's also a pretty light shoe, and yet you get 3 layers here in the upper. One mesh cage, one of this kind of striped, striated elastic material, and then in the third layer, it's this mesh underneath it, this caged mesh. Those 3 layers do create more of a vacuum seal, like I said, with that neoprene layer, but they also allow a lot of air exchange because you have staggered holes in different areas, allowing air to escape. And as you can see, during the durability test of the upper, this AdiWear layer over here, you got about 1.5 millimeters of damage. We did not get any damage through the first layer into the second and thirds. And on our new torch test, 5 seconds with the blue flame, you actually only had destruction of the very top layer. If you look inside, it did melt to the second layer. However, the flame did not get to the second layer of the shoe. So for our first inaugural torch test, these did pretty well. The last thing I'll say about the upper is these winged eyelets. I think these are a great idea. On the lateral side of the shoe, you have eyelets on the wing and on the first layer of the upper where the collar is. On the medial side, you just have the eyelets on the wing. You do not have them in the actual slipper tongue. I think they could have added these stitched in eyelets up here, and that would have made the shoe even more secure. However, these shoes do have a nice injection of padding into the heel counter, kind of like the Sole Court Boost. And I just think that's what really creates that more stable feeling of the shoe. There's just a lot more to this upper than does meet the eye. All right, so now cutting the Ubersonics 2 in half, you will notice phenomenally long shank, nice thick polypropylene shank on these. It's about the same shank as on the Sole Court Boost. That is another reason why these shoes can be so light and minimalistic, yet give you more support, because look how long the shank is. It's really gonna give your arch more support than you think it's going to. All right, so on the Ubersonic 2s, looking at the midsole, you're gonna get a 2.4 centimeter heel height with a 1.2 centimeter heel to toe drop. The tread thickness is only 3 millimeters. So one thing I really don't like about the profile of this shoe. As you can see during the durability test with the Dremel 10 seconds highest grit sandpaper, we produced about 1.5 millimeters of damage to the treads. Now, in and of itself, that's not that bad. However, when you only have a 3 millimeter tread thickness, these are gonna wear down a lot quicker than some other shoes. So you've gotta watch out for that. These are not gonna be the most durable outsoles you've ever put on. Now the Adidas Ubersonic 2s only have a slight inflare to the last. It is almost a straight last, which is awesome. I love a straight last tennis shoe. However, they are not that wide in the flange. So it is good for people with a slightly wider foot because they will expand with that 3-layer elastic upper. I think for players up to a 2E, these will accommodate you because of the elastic and the straight last. If you have a wider foot than that, maybe try going up a half size. If that doesn't work for you, I don't know if I would go up a whole size more, maybe just look for another shoe. All right, last but not least, torch test of the outsole, 5 seconds with our blue flame. not bad. Although, what really do you look for in a torch test? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, well, the workshop now smells like burnt rubber, so I've got that going for me. But I will say, I think the adidas Ubersonic 2s are a great buy. Now, Adidas has re-released them in some new colorways. However, you can actually get these on a pretty steep discount if you go for the older colorways from years past. So all in all, I think a great buy for somebody looking for a speed-focused performance shoe. If you're looking for a durability-focused shoe in the outsole and you want Adidas, maybe go with the Sole Court Boost. However, performance shoe-wise, I really don't think it gets much better than the adidas Ubersonic 2. If you have an opinion on these, let me know down in the comments below. If you've played with these, let me know in the comments down below too. Otherwise, I will see you for the Ubersonic 3 teardown soon, as well as the head-to-head of... No, I'm not gonna give that away so quick. Hope everyone has a great day, great night wherever you're tuning in from. I'll see you for the next teardown, play test, and head-to-head. See you next time.